Hello guys, you already know who it is. Strange SR, back with another video, reviewing the GameCube Nintendo controller and adapter. I'm actually really excited to get these controllers because I wanted to play with them for a long time. Some games that I've wanted to play especially were Super Smash Bros. Melee, Slap City, and Rivals of Aether. Specifically, Rivals of Aether, because I've been watching tournaments for about half a year now and I'm really excited to play the game. Jumping into the actual unboxing, we're starting with the adapter. The adapter is needed so I can connect the controller to my PC. More on that later because the setup is kind of hard. The adapter has 4 ports and 2 USB cords. It's recommended that you plug in the black USB first and then the gray one. Speaking of the products, these were all Japanese imports for surprisingly low prices. I actually got both of these on Amazon. The controller and adapter together was only $85, and some of the new controllers alone cost that. The Nintendo Gamecube controller itself was $56.25, and the PS5 controller is $69.96 on Amazon. And even the previous gen controllers with certain skins could be over $80, and that's not even counting something like paddles or control freaks. Okay, so looking at this part of the script, I'm gonna be honest, this really sounds like an advertisement, but this is actually a really good product for the price. Something that I like about the controller is how great everything feels. The frame feels solid and the buttons are snappy. And I love the analog triggers in the back and they feel amazing. Seriously, just going completely off script, you need these analog triggers. Speaking of this, buttons have a really nice versatility, the way that they feel, whether it is a digital or analog button, but actually all comes together quite nicely. Speaking of that, the controller may look a little weird because it doesn't follow the design of like your standard DualShock or Xbox controller, but it actually fits really nicely in your hands. It's definitely not a Nintendo 64 controller at all. I also like the little grooves on the circle pad. It makes your movements feel a lot more precise on fighting games, which is what I mainly got the controller for. There are a few downsides though. Something that I heard is that the controller isn't very ergonomic. I even heard a story about someone who got arthritis in their hands at around age 30 because they just kept using this controller. And so now to play the fighting games they want, they have to use an arcade-style button setup. And speaking of the setup is really odd and surprisingly difficult. First, you have to download a driver called Zadig. If you want to play Melee, you have to download the Zadig specific drivers and then configure all of your binds on the Dolphin emulator. This is also for if you wanted to play something like Mario Kart Wii, which is also on the Dolphin emulator. For Rivals of Aether, not only do you need the Zadig driver itself, or more specifically the software of Zadig that allows you to install the driver, you also need the M4 SV driver and then another driver that you are immediately sent after. In the Rivals of Aether method, the way that you actually get the controller to work is that you have to open the second driver, hit start, and then wait for the driver to get going. Then after this, you'll be able to open Rivals of Aether, and instead of the inputs being linked to your keyboard, they will be linked to your controller. I'll put both of these links in the description, and then I will also put a guide on how to install these drivers and what to do. The process is a little convoluted and should definitely be easier, but I think for the quality of controllers and the games that you'll have access to with this controller, it's overall worth it, especially if you're a really big fan of platform fighters. Overall, I love the controllers, and I actually got some gameplay. Disclaimer, I have never used a controller a day in my life. I have been a PC boy since I was like 9, so I kinda sucked, but I actually still had a ton of fun. Rivals of Aether is so fun. So let's get into that gameplay right now. Okay, guys, I'm here, and wow, the controller feels amazing. Everything feels so responsive. Have to admit, the bottom buttons do have a lot of resistance though. Right, so I'm here on Steam. I have Rivals of Aether. This is the game I wanted to play. I heard it needed a driver called Zadig or something. I have no idea. I'm okay. But I mean, I don't know. I'm just hoping it'll work. Okay. Can I make it full screen? Whoa! A? Okay, insert. Wow. Okay. This is cool. Yeah, the game looks and sounds clean. So I'm gonna install the dig. I'll be right back. Alright, so I got the stuff. I'm looking at this one just in case this doesn't work. So I installed this thing called Zadig. I'm gonna hit the start button. I have no idea how to tell if this thing is actually on or not, but I know for probably because I need arrow keys. Hold on. Alright, so I have my thing with arrow keys here. No, wait, what? Alright, so I have to go back here. Unplug both of these. Gotta go back. My thing literally just refuses to connect.
Oh, I'm just using them. I don't use GameCube.
This is a photo that I saw.
Mm-hmm. It's just Cloud with that thing. It's just Cloud with a sword.
Cloud.
Okay, I'm ready now. Right. Let me pick a character. I'll pick Orcane. Orcane is like me.
I actually love Orcane. Oh, okay, wait.
Okay. I can strike a stage. Okay, now you gotta strike a stage.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna strike these. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna strike that. I love how we have it on tournament settings. That's so cool. Oh my god, why would you not strike that stage? Tower of Heaven sucks.
I don't even know my moveset. How do I even jump? How do I do moves? Oh, that's how I jump. Never mind, it's done now. It's over.
Oh, what the heck? Why couldn't I up B? That's so weird.
Okay, I learned how to jump. It's over now for you.
What was that?
I said I learned how to jump. It's over for you now.
Oh, what? What was that? Old words for someone at 50%, I must say. Come on, man.
This is so noob play. This isn't such a noob gameplay right now.
I was actually kind of hit you with the wombo combo though. Okay, yeah. Try to hit me and I'm gonna parry you. Oh shoot! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm actually.
Are you lagging?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I'm lagging too.
Okay, go. Oh. Okay, so how that nair didn't hit.
I adapt, bro.
I have no idea how that nair didn't hit. I'm actually so laggy right now. How you grab the wall either. So it's just like everything is weird.
This is what happens when I change my binds, bro. Wait, how do I?
Recovery, okay, yeah. Now strong. Ooh, let's go.
Wait, how do I recover? Excuse.
You have to like hug the wall, but I have no idea how. Okay. I'm seeing. Okay, wait.
Oh, is that attack? How do I attack?
Hold on. Chill. So what is my?
I don't know how I attack. Oh, I attack with that move. Oh, that's how I parry, okay.
Okay, so that's my down tilt, that's my up tilt, that's my F tilt, and it's just my jab. Oh, okay. Okay.
Is this how I parry?
Yeah. first off, hold on, chill. I'm gonna try to teach myself how to recover. I'm going deep, okay? Oh!
Oh no!
Oh! Wait, hold on, rubber.
Let me try.
Okay,
Oh,
bro.
I can't recover.
Rubber. Bro, watch me. Oh.
Watch me.
Oh. Watch me now, okay? Okay, watch me. Bro, chill.
Recover. No.
And I was teabagging you in the end.
Bro, you
Summer nights can even turn cold. And the streets of Philly don't even get to turn old. My heart pumping to a turn gold.